Hi, and welcome to my monthly guide on profitable items to High Alch. I wanted to create this video to make it easier for you to buy items and make profit while you are High Alching. Nowadays there are tons of items, and I'll be going through 10 items each video, 7 paid to play and 3 free to play items that will make you money while you train mage. A huge reason why there are so many items is due to the fact that Nature Rune is currently at an all-time low. This is typically the item that you use that digs into your profit the most. Currently they're sitting for around 94 to 100 GP per year. We'll just keep it an even 100 GP just to make it simple for math later on. But let's get started with... Alright, so the first item is going to be rune arrows. You can buy them for around 75 GP to 80 GP with a buy limit of 11,000 every 4 hours. With an alch price of 240, you make about 60 GP per alch. The downside is occasionally you will misclick it and it will go in your ammo slot, but other than that, this is a great item to buy and it's relatively cheap. The next item we are going to be looking at is the Longbow. This is a consistent money maker and is used commonly in the High Alch community. Currently they are around 585 GP. We'll just go for the 586. Make it a little bit easier. So that brings your total cost around 685, but you can High Alch them for 768, which is about an 83 GP per profit per alch. And the great thing about this is it's 18,000 for a buy limit. So if you have the cash, you can max out the buy limit and just chill like the rest of these guys here. Next on the list is its more expensive cousin, the Magic Longbow. Currently, you can buy them for around 1320 per bow, and it looks closer to 1300 now, which is even better. But around 1320's total cost brings you around 1420. However, it High Alchs for 1536, and with that being said, you make about 116 GP per alch depending on the cost. Obviously I made a little more there because it was closer to 136 because we bought it for 1300, but again, with an 18,000 buy limit, if you have the cash, you technically will make more money doing this than you would Longbows, but for a lot of players that is not realistic, just because that is a ton of money to spend for one item. Dragonstone Bolts E. Currently they sit at around 440 GP per item. However, it can fluctuate due to being a PK item. So with that being said, your total cost will range anywhere from 540 to 550. However, they out for a nice 637 GP, so you'll be profiting close to 100 GP per item. And with a buy limit of 11k, it's a good substitute if the longbows are too expensive. Next on the list is the trusty old air battle staffs. These are currently one of the most common items High Alch due to the margins, how often they come into the game, because it's one of the best crafting methods. And currently you can buy them for saying around 8,963, which is what we bought it for. So when you add the extra 100 GP per the Nature Rune, your cost per item is going to be just under 91, but they High Alch for a very nice 9,300, so you're profiting about 200 GP per item. With that being said, they have an 18k buy limit, which realistically, again, you may never hit for the simple fact that it is just so expensive, but if you can, you will be making a lot of money doing this. Another expensive item that brings in a lot of money is Onyx Bolts E. Currently, it looks like they buy for 8,655, which is what we got it for. Perfect. And the total cost means you'll be around 87.55 per item. However, they have out for 9k each. So with that being said, you are making close to 245 GP per item, but limit is only 11k. And again, probably not realistic to hit it, but if you do, you'll be making a lot of money with this item. And last but not least, I wanted to go with a cheaper item for people who may not have a giant cash stack. So that item will be the Maple Longbow and Strung. Currently, I believe this is sitting at 89 GP per, which is expensive for its cost because it's not usually that expensive. But with that being said, when you add the 100 GP for the nature rune, you're looking at 189 GP per item, and it currently is 192 GP per profit. With that being said, it's not usually this high, so if you can get it closer to its normal range around 80, you'll be making about 10 GP per cast. And again, it's not a ton of money, but if you don't have a lot of money starting off, this is a decent way of getting everything up, your money, your magic level, and kind of getting into the game. Next on the list is going to be Sapphire Necklaces. Currently, you can get them for around 475 GP, it looks like. Actually, 474, even better. So your total cost is going to be looking around 574, but you would have a high alch value of 630 GP. So you're making a solid 56 GP per item, which is huge, especially for a free-to-play. With that being said, the buy limit is 18k, and this can fluctuate quite a bit, but this is a good choice for free to play. Sticking along the same lines, we will be going to the Emerald Necklace. Jewelry in free to play is really profitable for the simple fact that they can be turned into items for members, and it gives decent crafting XP for free to play. So currently it's looking at about 712 GP per item, which is a little more expensive. Okay, so it's not bad. It's about 705 GP per item. It's a little expensive for free to play, but high alch for 855, so you are looking at about 50 GP per item on this cast for high alching. And again, you have that same buy limit to where 18,000 is a lot. I don't think you'll ever hit it, but if you do, you can make a decent amount of money doing this, and this could be a way of earning your bond and training your mage at the same time. So last but not least is going to be the Adamant Plate Body. This is an expensive item, and this is a good item to high alch and paid to play or free to play. Currently, it's about 9,600 GP. 9,600 GP per item. So with the total cost being around 9,700 GP, you have a lot of cost up front. However, it alchs for a solid 9,984 GP, so you'll be making 284 GP per cast, which is among the highest items to make money on for free to play. Problem is, you can only buy 125 every 4 hours. It is very costly, but this is an item that you can use in free to play or paid to play and make money while alching. So this was my monthly high alching guide, and I'll create one every month with new items to high alch, so stay tuned. But I just wanted to thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. And if you can like, comment, and subscribe, I greatly appreciate it. Bye.